Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to tackling a critical moment in history, the Peace of Westphalia, that was a treaty signed in 1648, and is a treaty that revolutionized international relations.
Over the next 5 minutes, our group will explore how this treaty shaped the way countries interact today. We will discuss its core principles, its lasting impact, and even some of its limitations.
Okay, but before we develop into the treaty itself, let's rewind a bit. Basically, the Peace of Westphalia ended the devastating 30 Years' War, and the 30 Years' War consists on a religious conflict that scared Europe for decades and decades.
This war shattered the existing political and religious order dominated by the Holy Roman Empire and the Catholic Church. It became a turning point, highlighting the need for a new system of international relations.
Out of the issues rose the Peace of Westphalia, establishing key principles that became foundational for the modern international order.
Let's now explore what these principles were and how they continue influence the world today.
The Peace of Westphalia established several key principles. One of the most crucial is the concept of sovereignty. This recognized the state as independent entities with the authority to govern themselves without external interference.
Another crucial principle is the concept of balance of power. The treaty aimed to prevent any single state from becoming too dominant, fostering a system of checks and balances.
These principles may seem obvious today, but back then they were revolutionary. They also fundamentally changed how countries interact on the world stage.
While the world today looks different from 17th century Europe, the core principles Westphalia remain highly relevant.
Sovereignty continues to be a cornerstone of international relations, even with globalization, continues to strive to maintain the control over their international affairs.
The concept of balance of power is also evident in today's multipolar world. Nations form alliances and engage in diplomacy to maintain a relative equilibrium.
Okay, but also it's so important to remind ourselves that it was really important to acknowledge that the Peace of Westphalia wasn't without limitations. And with this, what I want to say is that it primarily focused on European powers and largely ignored non-Western states.
Additionally, the concept of a state-centric system face challenge today in today's world with issues like global threats and international organizations playing a bigger role.
The Peace of Westphalia wasn't the perfect solution, but it was a pivotal moment in history. It laid the groundwork for current international order, and its core principles continue to shape our world today.